My dear friends, today I want to speak from the topic, little things that can make a huge difference. Little things that can make a huge difference. Sometimes we underestimate and undervalue and take for granted small little things that we do for others, not knowing that those small little things make a big and huge difference. There are little things we do every day for people that make a great impact on them. There are small little acts of goodness and kindness that we do that means the world to people around us. Some of us are making a difference in people's life every day and they don't even know it. The world is full of good people. The world is full of angels in human form. Not everyone is bad. Even a bad person has a dint of goodness in them. Things we often take for granted that we do for others are the same things that means so much to them and brings them to tears. Those quick interventions, that helping hand, those few notes, the fact that you even notice the plight and suffering of others, your empathy, your gift of few dollars to benefit another person. Those times you instinctively acted to save or rescue someone. These actions make a huge difference. Many people out there would or could be considered heroes, even though they would deny it, but they truly are because of the good they have done in the past for their fellow human being. You may not consider what you have done for others to be a big deal, but to them it is a big deal. Just that you smiled on someone could make that person's day. Just holding a door could make someone feel loved and special. Picking up that phone to call someone could brighten the person's day. There are a lot we can do that can make an impact and a huge difference in people we encounter on a daily basis. Our individual little acts of goodness and kindness put together is what makes the world a better place. You don't have to go to church in order to be a nice person. It pays to be nice. When you are good to people, goodness locates you and follows you. You may have $1 million in your account and you give a poor man $1,000. The poor man may be screaming in joy, jumping and leaping for joy. As a millionaire, you may be wondering why the poor man is making a big deal out of the gift. It may not make any sense to you, but for the poor man, that $1,000 is like a miracle and an answered prayer. You can never value riches until you have been through poverty. You can never value freedom until you've been in captive. You can never value company until you've been lonely. You can never value being loved until you have been hated on. What you trivialize could be serious for another person. You that is listening to me, you may be touching lives without even knowing it. Some of you have touched lives in a positive way in the past and continues till present even without knowing it. For some people, being nice and doing good comes natural to them in such a way that they don't even realize the enormity of what they do for people. Holding a door for people, greeting people, being cheerful, smiling to people, calling people's name, calling people to check on them, texting people to ask how they are doing, sending a mail to someone, dropping a few lines to let someone know how much they mean to you and how much you are thinking of them, crying with people who are crying, sending a bouquet of flowers to the grieving, comforting the hurting, sending a card for a loss of a loved one, for a birthday or for a wedding, retirement, anniversary, graduation, and other celebrations. Encouraging people, using kind words, complimenting people, lending a helping hand, making others laugh, being welcoming and accepting, lending a helping hand, listening to someone, hugging someone, offering support, giving, sharing, generosity, thinking of others first, putting others first, selflessness, looking out for people, being compassionate and merciful, caring for the poor and the orphan, living your life for others, a gentle touch, ministry of presence, just being there for people, checking on others, defending the defenseless, standing up for the vulnerable, fighting for justice, being the voice of the voiceless, praying for people, helping to rescue those who are trapped, caring for the community and the common good, bringing healing to the hurting, telling a good joke and having a sense of humor, singing for people, entertaining others, giving people a ride, lending to people, showing genuine care and concern for others, sharing your knowledge with others, sharing your home with the homeless, volunteering your time to serve, using your gifts, talents, and resources to serve others, making life much easier and comfortable for others, living a place better than you saw it, showing gratitude, being thankful, appreciate people, loud people, praise people, celebrate people, honor people, value people, love. Always think of how you can make the world a better place. Tell people the truth. Treat people with dignity. Let people know they matter. Being respectful, being understanding, being considerate, saying I am sorry, ability to say I forgive you, being sensitive to the needs of those around you, emotional support, calling people's attention to what could harm them, giving up your seat to someone who needs them most, saving a life, visiting the sick, visiting prisoners, making people feel safe around you, giving from your little, believing someone who don't believe in themselves. Help people see in themselves what others cannot see in them. Help people feel good about themselves. Reconcile people. Be a champion of peace. Be an advocate. Remember the elderly and clean your environment. If you do all these things and much more, you never know. You can be making a huge, big difference in the lives of people.